Dokie. Secret time. I love secrets.
I want to dig.
Give a little swirl.
So I'm going to read it, ponder on it for a second, and then give a positive response to it. And if I can relate to it, relate to it. My secret is I love being Black and queer. I don't think that should be a secret. It's wonderful and so affirming to, one, accept yourself. And it is important to know that, one, you're not alone. There are others just like you facing the same demons, and you need to lean on that support and know that blood family may not be there, but chosen family is important and wonderful. So as a Latino that is queer, I've known that that was a secret for a very long time because I was scared of losing family or what would people think once they knew I was gay. But what a superpower it is to just finally be your authentic self. So I celebrate this person for sharing their secret and for releasing that to the world.
And I wish them the best of luck.
Random secrets. Sometimes I'm still combating self-doubt and self-acceptance, but I'm trying to come into myself and see myself as a worthy individual. It's a challenge that I think a lot of people go through. And being in an environment like this, where you're surrounded by a community that you feel accepted and loved and supported for being who you are, is everything. And so having a secret like this is the best time to share that, when you are surrounded by people who love you.
It says, sometimes as a trans person, I'm terrified I'll never be viewed as myself by others. And, I can really relate to this as a transmasculine person who isn't currently pursuing hormonal transition. It's a little hard to, go out in the world and just to expect to be misgendered, by making relationships with those in my community, with those who also, don't fit the trans narrative as cleanly as some might, that you can still find, connection and community and people who will see you as your authentic self. And I really, really am looking forward to the day that this person gets that in their life.
Sometimes I don't feel trans enough to identify as trans. Woo, girl, that's gonna make me cry. Cause I am Mexican American. I'm not Mexican enough for the Mexicans. I'm not American enough for the Americans. So it's very much that thin line to walk, but do you. You don't need to do anything for anybody. If you feel trans, it's because that way you feel inside. So be happy, do what makes you feel good, and surround yourself with people that make you feel good. That's important. Surround yourself with good people. That's the most important part. As you grow up and you mature and you come into your own and you start seeing the world, it is smaller as you travel it, and you start seeing people, and you'll be able to connect to others because you're going to be your authentic self, whatever that feels like.
Oh, wow. If it weren't for my family, I wouldn't be here today. I can definitely identify. I know I'm privileged that I have a supportive, loving, and undeniably amazing family. Because I'd been suicidal at the age of 8, and it was pretty progressive of my mom to get me help back then. And in hindsight, I think a lot of that had to do with gender dysphoria. But I would say to this person who hears or sees this or reads this and doesn't have that family to back them, families are not just who raise you, they're the people you bring around you to help raise you. And I lived out of state for a little while, and I had to kind of create my family so that I would make it through the tough parts. So you need something to anchor you here. You know, we're your family. Yeah. Wow, that's powerful.
I'm going to use yellow because it's a happy color.
I will also add that you're not alone in feeling this way.
I think what resonated the most with me was seeing all the people share their secrets and just be so happy to be able to share a secret with the world. Even if it's completely anonymous and even if no one reads it, they got it out. We are Out Montclair.